Hey guys, I'm Sai and welcome to ACE Podcast Nation. This is the home of Keepin It Real, which is our wrestling series where myself and my guest break down the week's graps, grappling, wrestling news for the week in as quick a time as we can, because there's a lot of news and a lot of wrestling. But we try to keep it under an hour. Definitely going to be in under an hour today. And to join me and break it all down is the returning prodigal son, Mr. Andrew Thompson, who is a writer and interviewer with at Post Wrestling and has his own YouTube channel where he's dropping some of the best wrestling interviews in the world. How are you, my friend?
It is good to be back on ACE Podcast Nation. This is the original home of Andrew right here, ACE Podcast. It was like, what was it, like almost a year ago, 2 years ago when we did the first podcast? So yeah, it's always good to do the podcast with my guy Sai, pumping out the great content. He about to big time us in a little bit and be on the football channel full time. Mm-hmm. And the MLS football channel full time.
Always got plans, mate. Always working on something. You never know what's around the corner. But don't
let me find out you about to be hosting Talking Smack next week.
Yeah, guys. I'm Rene Paquette's
Paquette, yeah.
Let's start there.
I'm about to say. Speaking of Renee, she did her the usual post WWE shoot interviews. I wouldn't doubt that she probably gonna do Talk Is Jericho soon. But she did the Sports Illustrated Media podcast, and she did the Sports Media podcast with Richard Deitch, I think that's his name. But yeah, she spilled the beans, man. She spilled the beans.
Yeah, I saw. So I've seen some quotes. I haven't listened to it. I've seen some quotes. So
it's a good interview, bro.
Yeah, she basically says what we all know. You know that.
Yeah.
The ideas only go. All these talented people, they float ideas, and if one man doesn't like it, it ain't gonna fly.
One of the craziest things she said that they didn't like her tweeting about Mox.
Yeah, that's weird to me. That is, like, everyone knows they're married. It's like,
right. But she was like the weird thing about that was like it was all like when they were working together and Mox was on his way out and he hadn't officially left, like it was all good that she could keep. I guess they kept asking her and asking her these questions, from a wife's perspective. But then once he left, like it was like just, oh, you shouldn't talk about him. And I think that probably amplified, when he won the AEW World Title. I'm sure that that kicked up a notch when he won the belt.
I find it mind-boggling. She said when she got coronavirus, they weren't too happy that she kind of tweeted it or whatever.
Yeah, she said they said it was bad PR.
Yeah, not so much that. Like I kind of get that. So I think she said they said that she should have told them first, which all right, I think is a bit ridiculous.
Well, so they could tell her don't tweet it.
Yeah, exactly. But like, it was the fact she said that barely anyone, like no one seemed to care, like no one. Like
reached out, yeah.
That's weird, man. That's just bad.
Stone Cold reached out, though.
Yeah. Like Stone Cold, who doesn't work there anymore, probably hasn't seen her for a couple of years or something. He reached out, but like her home didn't. It's bad, man. It's a bad place to work, I think. But you never know. I might be wrong.
I think. Do you know they put a non-compete on her, bro?
That's unbelievable.
She said
quite long as well.
She said it's longer than 90 days.
I don't get that at all.
But no, I know what they do. They don't want her to give not a single chance to her for AEW to go ahead and.
Yeah, but why wouldn't they just put like a wrestling non-compete? Sure, or is it just wrestling?
No, it's like no. She they put like a real like non-compete. Like she can't.
She can't go anywhere.
Nah.
But that's bad. So she can't work for 90 days.
No, she's still getting paid by WWE.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah, they do that. That's what happens during the 90 days. Like most of the free agents that you saw, like past April, like Rusev and Aiden English and all them, like they were still getting paid because they had the non-compete on their contract. So yeah, WWE had to pay them all out. But yeah, that's what they doing. But I don't know why they have her as past 90 days though. Like that's kind of messed up. I mean, she's still getting a check, but I mean, like they kind of
Messed up, isn't it?
they
You
kind of
should
like
have just
trying to.
put like if they'd put a wrestling one in where she can't go to another wrestling company for 90 days, I could understand that.
Yeah, I know.
But
My fact, I think that's what it is. Like they trying to make sure that she. When I mean, non-competes are normal in in most contracts, but like it's just weird how they extended hers past 90 days. And then, but you know what's crazy? She did say in the interview, she said she tried to leave WWE a couple years ago, and they wouldn't grant her release.
yeah, it doesn't surprise. She's so talented, man. They should have done more with her. Just even with like shows and interviews and content. And I thought she did. She did about as well as anyone can in that third person role as a commentator as well. You know, she wasn't bad. And I think the third person is difficult anyway. I thought she did quite well. Um, so there's been lots and lots of stuff going on. Obviously, I had two WWE pay per views since me and you last spoke. I had Alex McCarthy came on last week to talk about
Hmm.
SummerSlam, which is always a good time. I always appreciate that man filling in for the main man, Mr. Thompson. But yeah, it was a good time. What did you think of SummerSlam? Just very briefly.
I like Payback better.
Yeah, I thought Payback was pretty good.
I
I
like
thought
Payback
both were. I
better.
thought SummerSlam was okay,
Yeah,
but
sometimes it was a good show. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's because I didn't think Payback was gonna be good. So, and
yeah.
then when it was good, I was like, whoa. And can
So
we talk about the way Shayna Baszler won the tag titles? Jesus, that was a great
incredible,
finish. That was a
so
great.
good.
Bro, they like I don't understand how they take so long to like, but literally in that like the last 40 seconds of that match, they made her a star, just like that quick,
I thought that move did more for her than when
bro.
she crushed all those people in the Elimination Chamber.
Exactly,
But then,
exactly.
when she crushed all those people in the Elimination Chamber, for me, if she didn't win the title, it
None of
kind
them
of
matter,
undid it all.
right?
She had to go on and beat Becky and win the title to continue that kind of dominant look and push, and she didn't, and that took the wind out of her sails a little bit. But I think she's super talented. But she has somehow got me quite excited to see her versus Nia Jax, which if you had told me that a month ago, I wouldn't have believed you. Because I don't expect them to hold the tag titles for very long.
They
I think
defended it tonight
are they? So I wouldn't be surprised.
against Sasha and Bayley.
Oh right, okay. See, I think that should probably drop them to the Riot Squad.
Yeah.
Because they're kind of pushing this thing that Liv Morgan doesn't trust Ruby
Can you
Riott. So,
believe they broke up the Iconics? Can you believe it?
oh mate, don't even start me on that. It's disgraceful.
I don't see the
Um,
point.
they are so good together. So
The-
just quickly on the Riot Squad, they're doing this thing where on like Raw Talk and stuff, like Liv Morgan saying, "Oh yeah, I don't know if I can trust Ruby and this and that," and I think they're going to build over the next couple of weeks of them building trust, them becoming closer again, and then eventually it'll culminate with them beating Shayna and Nia Jax for the titles. Um, like they'll probably have an argument or something, and then you'll get Nia versus Shayna, which would be interesting because they don't normally like to do heel versus heel. And to me, I don't think you should turn either one of them. Um, I don't think they'd be very good baby faces. So that'll be interesting.
let,
But
let-
back
let
to the
me, let me-
Iconics
let me
squad.
put you on the spot real quick. Out of the
Yeah.
Iconics, who you think gonna be the breakout star?
Oh, Peyton Royce.
But I think it's gonna be
Um,
Billy Kay, bro.
See,
I
I
really
think
do,
Billy
bro.
Kay is so
She's
funny.
funny, bro. Exactly, bro. I'm telling you, she has charisma, bro. Like I don't think Peyton can match. Like I think WWE is looking at Peyton like she, of course, she got the in ring skill, and I think they're looking at her from like a presentation wise. I think they're looking at her from a marketing wise, and they see they can probably do a lot with her. And
Yeah.
but I think Billy Kay, like, dude, she is funny. You can do some stuff with her in the ring, and on top of that, she's very charismatic. Like I'm telling, I think this might be a bad move by WWE because I feel like they think Peyton Royce is gonna be the star
Yeah.
out of this, but I feel like Billy Kay, like when she gets that chance to shine, like it's going, yeah. And then I ain't gonna cut you off, but I feel like once they see Billy become a bigger star, they're gonna try to like damper that and try to put the Iconics back together. Like I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well, they shouldn't have split them up, but there's no reason to split them up. They need female tag teams. I don't think either of them are going to be like at that kind of very, very top tier level of
I mean, a
single
Becky
star.
Lynch or a Sasha Banks.
They're not gonna be that. Nor do I think they probably should be. Certainly at the moment, I don't think either of them at that level. But together, they are very, very good. They're very entertaining. They they serve a purpose not just as a team but as individuals. As you can put them in individual matches, you can put them in tag matches, you can put them in title feuds. You can. They're entertaining. You could go.
Bro, breaking them up for no reason.
They didn't give them like a chat show segment. I thought they was really good in that.
No, if anybody deserves a podcast, it's them.
Yeah,
on that W. Bro, but you wanna know what's crazy though? I'm surprised they didn't learn from this with the Riot Squad. Like they broke the Riot Squad up for no reason, and then they pigeonholed themselves. Like you breaking up the Iconics for what? Like what are you breaking up the Iconics for? Bro, and then now when you have a shortage of tag teams, then like you ain't gonna have no choice but to put them back together. And like I'm trying to like, if they are not planning on spotlighting the both of them in singles competition, like just imagine if they split the Iconics up and everybody's assuming this is for Peyton Royce's greater good, but like let's say they split them and then they don't do shit with Peyton Royce. What's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like she off TV for 3 or 4 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point?
There's no need for it, mate. Because they need female tag teams as well.
Yeah, they do. Definitely do. But I was like, since we're speaking about women's wrestling, I did want to,
keep it on women's wrestling then. I saw some people criticizing Lana again for her wrestling. I thought she had a pretty good match on Raw.
When did she wrestle?
Amazing, but I thought she was pretty good. She's entertaining, and I quite like what they're doing with her and Natalya.
Yeah, I was about to say, but while we're going to talk about women's wrestling, of course, you got to mention the passing of Casey Michael, who was running Square Circle Sirens. 100%. A big loss right there for just media and, of course, for his family, friends, and loved ones. Casey contributed a great deal to women's wrestling and breaking exclusive news. Like, dude, Casey knew who was at the PC before anybody knew who was coming into the PC for the recruit class. Like, he was on top of everything, on top of exclusive news and all that. Like, and you could tell a lot of people like really cared for him just because of the album. I think he was trending on Twitter. So it was
so many women from WWE tweeting about him, just all over the place. Like, clearly a highly respected dude, and like such a massive advocate of the women's wrestling scene. Way before people, if you want to use the term, jumped on the bandwagon, I suppose. But like he was really, not just a fan, but like an advocate to give women a chance to show what they could do, and he was very highly respected by everyone, and it's a big loss. So young, mate, so young. Sad. Going back to Lana and Natalya, like I like them together. I do prefer Lana as a manager, and at the end of the day, she is just waiting for Rusev to make his triumphant return to the WWE shortly. And by the way, I don't know if you watched any of Lana and Rusev's Twitch and YouTube videos. Every video they put out, mate, just amplifies how much the WWE dropped the ball with them, because they were so one-dimensional in how they thought about their presentation, because they are so entertaining, they're so funny, they both look amazing. It's just mind-boggling.
I agree.
So I was going to ask you, right? Retribution seems that I think it was might have been Post Wrestling who reported it. Actually, I think I might be wrong though. Who said that Retribution is going to be a Raw only?
Yeah, that was John who reported it.
Yeah, I thought so. So they're going to be Raw only from now on, which
I don't understand.
Yeah, nothing screams crazy, kind of chaotic group who will do whatever they want, like sticking to the brand split. That's always kind of fits the character. Um, so I saw like a lot of rumors, a lot of speculation on social media. People were like, "Oh, Retribution, they haven't turned up. Whatever, Roman's there. That must mean he's the leader." Blah blah blah. Obviously, with his heel turn, which we'll get to. Um, I never once thought that they were going to be linked to Roman. I don't necessarily think they're going to be linked to anyone
Nah,
who's already on one of the rosters. If they are, my personal choice would be Aleister Black, and have him lead a kind of Ministry of Darkness type thing, but not necessarily as kind of gothic, but just like a dark stable of badass killers who don't really like
that's not
say.
PG-13.
Yeah, well, you just have like a group of badass guys and girls who don't say a lot. Maybe have
Yeah, about the people, but
someone in there who does the majority of the talking, like Carl Anderson used to do in the early iterations of the Bullet Club, whereby he wasn't necessarily the leader, but he used to do a lot of the talking.
I mean, I would say judging by the people who look like they're in a group, they gonna need to talk. You could tell there's Dijakovic in there.
Yeah, I think
Look
Dijakovic,
like
and I think
Brennan Williams. Look like Mia Yim, Caden Carter, Chelsea Green. You can't just have these people like these charismatic people like just not saying anything. Like you gotta,
yeah, for sure.
they gotta talk.
It comes down to who they're going to put in the group, doesn't it? Like I think Dijakovic could fit quite nicely with Aleister Black as like in a group, but then maybe Chelsea Green doesn't fit in with that sort of thing, depending on how they were to do it. Mia Yim, I think, could pull it off, but I think it would be massive for Aleister Black with his heel turn now, if they were to give him a stable. But it's whether you've got confidence in the WWE to pull it off. I still think that we're most likely is going to be like a group of kind of NXT guys and girls coming up with maybe one or two disgruntled Raw and SmackDown stars. And
I still think it's gonna be the Evolve people. They just sound like 5 people from Evolve.
Didn't they sign some more this week?
They signed like 5 people, bro.
Yeah, I mean they could what, like have like an Evolve group, but led by Dijakovic and say Chelsea Green or Mia Yim.
Dijakovic was in Evolve for a little bit. He did rap on Evolve.
Yeah, no, I know that, but like, I just feel like if you brought in a group of Evolve wrestlers now,
Yeah. Now I get what you're saying. Some
people wouldn't know who they were, whereas
yeah,
they would know.
Nah, you're right. You're right.
No, Dijakovic and that. But then that would be quite good for them coming up. It would make them seem like a big deal. For instance, if you had Dijakovic and Mia Yim or Chelsea Green as the kind of leaders.
And Mia Yim was under kind of that same banner a little bit. She was under the WWN banner. Like she worked for Shine and Shimmer, which is all under that same umbrella.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? And then if you had them, then you have the new names, being around them as well as the stable. That can really shine a light on them, and but it all comes down to, if they come in, they win for a week, and then the next couple of weeks they start losing, or they start getting beaten up, and it soon will be pointless. They have to book them as strong to make them stars from the outset.
Don't Nexus them.
Yeah, of course they will. And then
speaking of Nexus, did you see that good man Stu Bennett back with NXT?
Yeah, I love it, man. So I saw someone say that they thought he might turn out to be the leader of Retribution and like a kind of Nexus reboot.
Nah, please just let him do his thing on commentary.
Yeah, and I think
don't break his heart twice.
I was very, very disappointed to see Mauro Ranallo leave because I enjoy his work so much. I think he's the best commentator in the world. But I understand, his reasons and stuff. I really do. And I thought Wade Barrett was about as good a kind of replacement or someone to bring in as they could have brought in. There wasn't many other people I thought would have been as strong a replacement. Vic Joseph, I'm still on the fence with. I don't
Vic
dislike his
is
work.
like to me. Nah, I know exactly what you about to say. Like, Vic is like he's like too WWE, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like he's like a
he's
little
too
too
polished and
too polished, man. Like he's not like I don't know. It don't click. But that's why I kind of like Moro. Because Moro was like a little, you know, just a little different. Like, and
yeah, and he's got the
I really like
boxing
Samoa.
background, haven't he,
Yeah,
and the MMA background as well.
and I really like Samoa Joe on commentary. Like, 'cause Samoa Joe's not like, but like Vic Joseph is like very Michael Cole ish. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like it's, you know what I'm saying? It's cool to be like that, but I'm saying like they too polished, man. Like you need somebody that's a little grit. Like you want to know who I think would be like a good 3-man team. Like imagine like like Tom Phillips, Samoa Joe, and Daniel Cormier,
Yeah, that'd be
or
good.
Wade Barrett. Like that'd be like
Put
a
them on
good,
SmackDown.
exactly. That'd be a solid team right there.
Do you know what? Who else I really enjoy, and I cannot believe they furloughed him, is Nigel McGuinness.
Nah, he back at NXT UK.
Breaking news: Authors of Pain have been released by the WWE.
Whoa, where's that? Hey, can
Fightful.com.
I didn't see the article. I didn't see what you're talking about.
So WWE announced it.
Okay.
It looks like it's literally just broken. They've been released, and then I just had a YouTube notification that Fightful was live talking about it. But yeah, AOP has been released by WWE. They're wishing
Wasted.
well. Wishing
Wasted.
well. Yeah, well, think about how good they were on
NXT.
NXT, and they just, like, I gotta say, whenever they, apart from that period where they were both healthy and they just kept them off TV for no reason, I thought, like, when they were fit and healthy and available, the WWE generally did try to push them in, generally. Like, they put them
But
in Seth Rollins'
they
group
put
and
that man
stuff.
with Drake Maverick.
Yeah, there's that. But, like, I never understood why they'd never really pulled the trigger on him, but they did just have bad luck with injuries during their run
Yeah,
on the
they did. They
main
did.
roster.
They couldn't
So
stay
obviously
healthy.
with Brock Lesnar's um, contract up, will we see Brock Lesnar and the Authors of Pain teaming up to become just some big old sons of bitches smashing up the indie scene? That's what we'll see. Now, I gotta say, I understand everyone saying, "Oh, the AEW shouldn't pick up all the guys that WWE released," but AOP in that tag division on all Elite Wrestling would be sensational because they're so different to every tag team they've got, and their tag division is so deep that I actually would go back on what I've previously said about them maybe not picking up any ex WWE guys outside of one or two.
I don't even think Razar's gonna keep wrestling. I don't think he's gonna keep wrestling. I think Razar gonna go back to MMA. I can see him going
Yeah,
to
I think so.
Bellator.
He's young enough. It's just difficult. It's when you consider the matches they had with the Revival and DIY and stuff, it's mind-boggling that they never really showed that on Raw or SmackDown. Like, can you think of a main roster, if you like, match that they had which was like really good? I can't even think of one.
No, because they never went more than like 7 minutes.
No, they were always short. They never, whenever they started to get a bit of steam from a feud point of view, they never quite got it going. It's disappointing, man. I gotta say, I'm really disappointed. So before we move on to like AEW and All Out and stuff, I want to discuss with you a few things. So, as you know, I've been saying for a while that they're teasing Cedric Alexander turning.
No, you
But
haven't.
I felt that they were going to turn
No, you
Ricochet
haven't. Don't let him
to
lie to y'all.
swerve us all.
Don't let him lie to y'all. He ain't making no predictions.
But
Everything you heard is from me.
but they obviously teased it on Raw this week that Cedric had some heel tendencies. So I got a question for you. Do you think, not who you would turn, do you think they will turn Ricochet? Do you think they will turn Cedric? Or do you think they will keep them as a tag team and turn them both heel and put them with the Hurt Business as a tag team? Or will they not turn at all?
First, I want you to admit that you stealing my ideas. That's what I want you to admit. Then I answer your question.
I steal nothing. Everything which comes out of my mouth is unique and usually bullshit.
But man, I don't really think neither of them should join the Hurt Business, to be honest. But I think for now, the Hurt Business should just be MVP, Shelton, and Bobby. I don't know, because I feel like trying to overcrowd the Hurt Business is gonna take away what makes it special. Like don't start just throwing motherfuckers in there just to throw them in there. This ain't the NWO. Like don't start throwing people in there just to throw them in there just because every time somebody sees somebody who's black and they want somebody and they want more for them, like that, they got to join the Hurt Business. Like, please do not start doing that. Like,
you don't want to go down that route.
Look, just if anybody's going to join, and they like, I think Cedric would fit well, and he could be the young, brash and just athletic, talent that take care of them and bring stuff for them for the most part, and yeah, you go like that. I don't think Ricochet really fits in that group.
I just think with Ricochet, a heel run with MVP talking for him could be just what he needs.
But Ricochet does not come off like a heel, bro. Like, he's like seemed like the nicest guy.
I reckon he could, though,
in the world.
Stick a suit on him, sunglasses, make him an arrogant so and so, make him know how good he is instead of telling us how he's just like us, and he's like just a normal guy who's living the dream and superheroes are real, man. It's like, no, you can do a 650 or whatever it is and jump out the ring and land on your feet. I can't do that. Like if him as a character realizes that he's better than everyone else, that's what I want to see. And then a bit of arrogance with MVP being his heater. I can get on board for that. But I'd also be happy for him to stay as the 3. A couple of other quick questions regarding WWE before we move on to A-dubs. Keith Lee made his debut on Raw.
Yeah.
They got rid of his music.
Push him to the moon.
They certainly done that. But they got rid of his music, man.
I don't even care about that no more, bro. They
did not expect him to beat Randy Orton clean, I gotta say.
I was like, whoa. Like, I'm surprised they went, like, they going all the way with Keith Lee. Like, I'm surprised I'm kind of glad he didn't win that 3-way match to go to the Clash of Champions, because I feel like they're gonna save him, and especially with tonight, the match is gonna happen tonight with Corbin, Sheamus, Riddle, and Big E. And the winner faces Roman at Clash of Champions. I really hope Big E does not win that match, because I feel like you could. I don't feel like you should waste Big E versus Roman now.
It'll do more damage to his push.
Exactly.
Lose to Roman.
Exactly. Because they're not taking that damn title off Roman, bro.
No way. I think, look, you can't be Sheamus because Roman's heel.
You gotta be Corbin, bro. They gotta be Corbin.
It's got to be either Corbin or Riddle. And after what they did to Riddle's character the other day, I'm not sure what that was about, but they just made him look like a dick and a dumbass.
Shit, I don't know why he on TV either. What the hell he on TV for? He was right. He was right with the people that got named, man. I mean, if you got So I mean, hey, but if anybody's gonna win the match, I think it needs to be Corbin. Like, just get it out of the way, like, because it's gonna happen.
Could you see a situation where they had Riddle win, be the number 1 contender, and then Roman beat him like in a minute or something? To really get Roman over, maybe like punish Riddle publicly or whatever. I don't know whatever. They do shit like that all the time, or they certainly used to. So it wouldn't be a massive surprise.
I don't know if they would. I can't speak to like if they would, punish him per se, but like I can definitely,
You know what I mean?
No, I don't. No, I'm just fucking with you. But
Mm-hmm.
no, I think it's gonna be Corbin, like just to get Roman like a championship win,
Yeah,
title
they could
defense on
have
this
him beat
belt.
Corbin comfortably also.
Yeah,
Like,
and
have
then
him do it in like 5 minutes if they want.
yeah, and they ain't
Um,
gonna hurt Corbin anyway. So and then
no.
well, what's the next pay per view after Clash of Champions?
Survivor Series?
It's no October pay per view, is it? I don't think it is. I know it's a takeover in
No.
October.
We've got a UK Dublin takeover, which I would
Oh
imagine will be
yeah,
Finn versus Walter.
oh yeah, you're right.
Really hope we do.
Oh,
There
yeah,
might be fans there as well, by the
would you
way,
go?
in October. No, not to Dublin. No, I don't think so. Maybe. Think about it. Just, but yeah.
Hey, I
There
wanted to
might
ask
be
you,
some fans there though by then.
how far are you from the BT Sports Studios?
Oh, probably like about an hour or two on the train.
Mm-hmm.
Not, not really far, but far-ish.
I'm expecting you to be here the next Starcast.
Yeah.
I want to see you live in person, getting the interviews, getting the scoops.
The scoops. I haven't got. I don't think they'd let me in. They'd just ask the tough questions and they'd throw me out like a bad man. No, I would love to do it, mate. I really would. But like, I was speaking to Alex about this the other day. Like, obviously, because he works for Talk Sport, which is one of the biggest radio stations. It's one of the biggest sports radio stations in the world, but in the UK, it's massive, like huge. So it's mainstream. They get access to, he's interviewed pretty much everyone from the WWE recently.
Yeah, for sure.
And AEW, they get everyone because they want AEW and WWE want their people on Talk
mainstream.
Sport.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
I know. Impact, they like that too. Like that's why Impact, they like they're trying to get more coverage by sticking with kind of mainstream and like trying to not even mainstream, but like sites that have big followings and stuff like that. So
it's disappointing. I just think.
I mean, just Impact. I mean, like, come on now.
Yeah.
Like I can see everybody else, but like, yeah.
Yeah. So, last thing, WWE based. What did you think of NXT, the Iron Man match and result?
I don't really have a problem with it. I mean, what would you gonna do? You gonna crown the champion, and then what you gonna do next week? Oh, the champion comes out to speak. We just did that with Keith Lee. Just did that with Karrion Kross. Like, bro, like they needed to extend it. So I mean, I don't really see a problem with what the issue was. Like, they needed to extend another week of television. Like, so I did the same thing. Why would I? Like, we literally just did 3 champions coming out to speak in the past 2 months. Like, why would we do that again? Like, extend it. And I'm putting the title. Matter of fact, bro, I'm putting the title right back on Adam Cole. Right back on Adam Cole.
Yeah, I think I'd put it on him as well.
Put it right back on him, bro. He just lost it. Put it right back on him. Right back to square one. I can see Finn Balor too. I wouldn't be mad at Finn either. For real.
Yeah, I think the thing with Finn, I feel like Finn Balor's lost a bit of edge. Like, he came into NXT, he was quite hot because he was like a heel, which everyone has been waiting for, and then he's gradually become more babyface, and I feel like that's lost him a bit of steam.
You think Finn a babyface right now?
Yeah, I think they've not full kind of like he used to be, but he's not. If you look at his first couple of promos on NXT when he came back, compared to the most recent ones, he's a lot more face-like.
You sure, bro? Finn literally just did a promo where he like kind of took a little jab at people talking about the demos and all that stuff. He was like, he was like, it don't matter if you 18 or 49, everybody come to watch the Prince. Mm-hmm. And he said he did another one. He was like, the office wanted me on TV, so That's the only reason I'm here, and I'm here to win the championship. I don't think Finn Balor's a babyface. I think Finn Balor's full blown heel. Like I really wouldn't be. I wouldn't be mad if he won the title. I wouldn't be mad if Adam Cole won the title. Either one. You can go either way, honestly. As long as it wasn't Champion Gargano. I'm especially Ciampa, Mr. Blue Lives Matter over there. I done lost faith in Ciampa. But yeah, I don't think Gargano is like, not right now.
With Gargano, I just don't know what they should do with him next. To be honest, maybe a heel DIY run. Like I thought they might put it on Ciampa to kind of complete the storyline of him back and that sort of thing. But ultimately, I did think that it would come down to like Adam Cole and Finn Balor. So be interesting to see which way they go.
We're gonna see. Hey, well, I wanted to ask you. So you think NXT should just stay on Tuesdays and AEW should? Yep. Bro, because did you see the ratings that they both did? Man. They both damn near hit a million on different days.
Why would you stay on the same night and
keep splitting
like 200,000 viewers
a piece? Yeah, exactly.
Why would you do that?
But they both, I think they both drew 900,000.
Yeah, who cares about bloody wrestling? Well, like at the end of the day, you're still gonna compare ratings to each other, whatever day they're on, because they've built up that kind of rivalry anyway. So like even if NXT's on a Tuesday and AEW's on a Wednesday, you're still gonna look at them both and say, oh, AEW got this and they got that. But
I don't know if you saw this, but I put it in the news update. It was my lead story yesterday. NXT, they got a show in December set. The tickets on sale for the show in Atlanta at Center Stage on a Thursday. So that's interesting. Yeah, I know, right? That's what I said when I first saw it. And the tickets are currently on sale right now. So that's why I was like if the tickets weren't on sale, I'd probably be like, they probably just postponed the show. But the tickets are on sale, so that's why I was like, And it's on a Thursday. I was like, that's interesting.
I wonder. It'd be interesting to see which way that goes. Mike Johnson of Pro Wrestling Insider reported that NXT has got no plans to use the War Games gimmick at Survivor Series this year.
There's no fans.
Yeah, are you surprised with that, or do you think that's the right decision?
That's the right move, but you can waste that. You can waste War Games.
Yeah.
With imagine if
guys taking bumps like that.
Imagine if AEW would have did blood and guts in front of nobody.
Yeah, would have been poor.
Right, it'd have been trash, bro.
That match has fallen apart completely now, hasn't it? Like it looks like Adam Page is out of the Elite, and Kenny Omega might be turning heel. So all the people who were going to be on the Elite's team are pretty much.
Hey, did you see Jake Robinson's promo for this? Did you see his promo? Did you hear it on Dynamite?
I saw the one he did on Dynamite.
He was like, "You're not gonna bust a nut." I was like, man, somebody get this dude on TV. And I was not happy that AEW brought back Excalibur at all. Not now. It's too early. They brought that man back too early. But that's why I don't never put no stock in nobody, because people would say some messed up stuff in the past. Like, bro, I'm trying to figure out, like, I ain't like this dude. Like, has all these videos of him saying the N-word. Like, I can see if it was once.
I don't really know the story with Excalibur at all. Other than it was some sort of angle or something with PWG, was it? Like, I'm really PWG. Not familiar with it at all. I just know that there was something and AEW took him off TV.
It was some videos that came out of him saying the N-word at PWG. I mean, I think he
part of a story, like an angle or something.
What the fuck what you mean he was saying the N-word?
Yeah, no, but what I mean is, like, I don't mean that it was okay. I mean, like, why the fuck were they using the N-word as part of the storyline? Like, I don't understand it at all.
But like, but he had another video where he was doing a promo and he was saying it. But I mean, I think on Lillian Garcia's podcast, I think he addressed it and apologized for it, but like it got up again. I think I don't remember if he apologized for it or what, but I think that was Lillian's podcast. I think he talked about it. I might be wrong, but yeah. But I mean, it was just, I don't know, just with everything going on right now. I feel like he should have just kept his ass off TV for a little bit longer. I don't even think he put out no statement on that. Like he ain't even like.
Well, they never said anything. Like they didn't say that's why he's off TV.
Yeah, they just took him off TV.
So was there other wrestlers involved in that? In those videos?
Kevin Owens. He said it. He said it.
Did he?
Yeah, he said it once. But I think KO he apologized like and put out a statement like years ago.
All right.
But addressing it. I think that's why people kind of let it slide. You know.
So.
And he was like, I don't know. I know he was like kind of remorseful for it. So yeah.
Do you know who was in charge of booking that storyline or that
Excalibur
or whatever? He was in charge of it.
Yeah, he ran PWG.
Jesus fucking Christ! What is wrong with people? I don't understand why. Like, I don't understand why people think it's all right. Like,
but going back to Keith Lee, we just get over there. Going back to Keith Lee, I'm glad they pushed Keith Lee. Like I didn't understand why they changed his theme song either, because I feel like that was such a big thing. But you can market that, but that's him rapping his own songs. Like you can do so much with that. But like I completely forgot about it once he beat Randy Orton. I was like, oh, that's a made man right there. That is a made man right there. So I'm glad to see it, man. I'm glad they pushing him. Well deserved.
Like that though as well.
Well deserved.
He should be right at the top of that Raw card.
Who's the United States champion right now, bro? Bobby Lashley. It's Lashley. You think he should take it off Lashley? Well, I don't know, because Lashley doing real good right now. I wouldn't want to kill that right now.
It's a difficult one. Do you know what I would do? Is if they move the Intercontinental and the US titles, they're supposed to be doing a draft.
Oh, I forgot about that. You're right.
If they were going to swap, maybe, I'm assuming they're not going to swap Keith Lee because he's just come to Raw. So if you're going to swap the mid-card titles, so the IC titles on Raw, then I'd have him beat that. Who's the IC title holder at the moment?
Jeff.
Yeah, I'd have him beat whoever the IC title holder is. Yeah, it looks like they're going for AJ versus Jeff versus Sami Zayn. I think I heard there was going to be, or there was rumours of a ladder match between the three of them. That would be insane, those three.
Hey, what you think about AEW got fans back, man? That's crazy.
Yeah, there's
I think they're gonna have more than because this week they had 500 people there, and now at All Out it's gonna be up 5%. So what's that?
So it's like if it was 10,000 seat stadium, it'd be what 500 fans.
No, but now it's gonna be 15% at All Out. It was 10% this weekend. I mean this week. So it was 500 people.
I don't know how I feel about it, mate, because so
you talking about them? You talking about them like constantly going up with the number of people?
And just fans, like so my kids went back to school yesterday, and I'm still not sure how I feel about that because there's been spiking cases over the last couple of weeks in my local area. So like,
it's too risky.
So my kids are wearing masks like in class and stuff as well because they're trying to protect me because of my health and stuff. It's really difficult to know what's the right thing to do and stuff. But I don't want, whether it's wrestling, football, anything. I just don't want people to rush to get back to normal and then there's a big problem.
No, you 100% right. Like it's, I think AEW kind of,
I give them the benefit of the doubt though, mate, because they've been very, very good.
I mean, you haven't heard anybody coming out like testing positive for the virus coming out of AEW show or something like that, and then so. What? But I mean, I think 500 people should kind of be the max, and like them bumping that up for All Out. That's kind of, That's kind
Yeah,
of real.
that
I mean,
worries me.
it does enhance the show. Like I'm not gonna lie, like hearing like the crowd going crazy and singing Jericho's song again and chanting for Moxley and like,
It'll be
bro,
awesome.
it adds to the show, bro. Like
Oh,
it really does.
100%.
Like it really adds to the show. But now, like I mean, we gonna see though. But I'm interested because I know the sound gonna be crazy for the show because they gonna have more people in there.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to All Out on Saturday. So let's talk about it.
We
Um,
doing match predictions.
yeah, so
Let's do it.
Friday we've got a special edition of AEW Dark. It's on. Oh, so that's tonight. Um, the match is announced for the Dark. Ali versus Red Velvet. Colt Cabana versus Zach Clayton. The Dark Order 5 and 10 versus the Natural Nightmares. Sean Dean and Brandon Bullock versus the Dark Order. Alex Reynolds and John Silver. Fabu Andre and D3 versus the Butcher and the Blade. Evilise versus Killin King. Luther versus Darby Allin. And the Lucha Brothers versus Rising Angel Perez. Okay. So I didn't even know that was on. But there's a Dark tonight. And then All Out tomorrow. Let me just get the card up. Are you looking forward to this show, mate?
I'm looking forward to this podcast.
It's going to be good. So, you've got the buy-in. And by the way, I will say this straight away. Absolute disgrace that this match is on the buy-in. Big Swole versus Britt Baker in a tooth and nail match.
Yeah,
on the main card.
It definitely should be on the main card. Like I heard Tony Khan's reason. He said it was like to protect Britt Baker because her injury is legit. She had a broken nose. And I don't think she like fully recovered.
But
so I mean, but still, like, come on, bro.
If it's on the main card or the
that's like I mean, you put the Young Bucks versus Jurassic. If that shit should be on the pre-show.
Yeah.
I don't even want to see that shit, to be honest with you. I feel like I've seen it already.
Yep.
Did it happen at Fighter Fest? A Fight for the Fallen?
Yeah, I think it did at one of them, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so who's going to win out? Big Swole and Britt Baker?
You gotta give it to Big Swole. Yeah, she been getting antagonized over the past half of months. Yeah. Gotta give it to her.
The only thing which makes me think like maybe they'll give it to Britt Baker, because I was leaning towards Big Swole, is that it's Britt Baker's return match, and maybe they'll want to try and.
It's at her office too.
She was over before the injury, so I do wonder whether they may give her the win.
They really doing that match at her office.
Are they?
Yes, the rest of the cinematic match.
Okay. That's where it's tooth and nail match. It says.
It's like at her real dental office.
Amazing. That's awesome.
That's hilarious.
Cool. Then you got the opening. Or I would assume it's going to open. You got the Young Bucks versus Jurassic Express. I'm assuming the Young Bucks will win that. Though they like Jungle Boy.
I think Hangman gonna cost the Bucks the match.
Again.
Yeah, again.
That's interesting, but why?
Just because.
Just to be a dick.
I think Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus gonna win.
Okay. I don't think Hangman will. Although, if they're going to turn Hangman heel, then maybe he will. But I think they're going to turn him babyface. But we'll get to that in a minute. Then we've got the Casino Battle Royal. Darby Allin, Lance Archer, Brian Cage, Ricky Starks, Phoenix, Pentagon, The Butcher, The Blade, and Eddie Kingston, all fighting for glory. Any prediction on who shall win?
The mystery entrance, whoever they shall be, because I think it's gonna be a free agent or somebody.
So I guessed it right last year.
No, you didn't.
Brian Cage was going to win it, and he did. So I'm going to say Rusev is going to win.
Can you imagine?
Oh, the pop.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fans there too. Ooh.
Rusev.
Ooh.
If Rusev doesn't win it, then Eddie Kingston I think will win.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Eddie Kingston.
I like Eddie Kingston.
Or we go Mauro.
No.
You don't know who Mauro is?
What's that?
You don't know who Mauro is?
I didn't.
It's Rusev, bro. He can't use the ring. Rusev.
Oh, yeah, okay, sorry. I was slow on that then. they're going to do what... yeah, no, I get it now. Sorry. I was really slow then, bro. So, then we got the Broken Rules match, Matt will leave AEW if he loses. Matt Hardy versus Sami Guevara. I thought this was going to be a cinematic match, but apparently it's not.
It's a last man standing match.
I was hoping for a cinematic match. But there we go.
I think Matt Hardy will win. I don't think he's going to leave AEW.
Unless they get around it by completely giving him a new character. Yeah, I don't see him losing. The Dark Order, Brody Lee, Colt Cabana, Stu Grayson and Evil Uno versus the Natural Nightmares of Dustin Rhodes and QT Marshall and Matt Cardona and Scorpio Sky. Why is Scorpio Sky in there?
To kick off the feud with Brody Lee.
Yeah, but why is he in the match? Like, what's the reasoning?
Because
Did he help him? Did he make the save or something?
Yeah, he made the save.
Okay, I must have missed that.
But I think it's going to be a 3-way at the next pay-per-view at Full Gear. I think it's going to be Brody versus. That's a long way. That's like November. But I think on one of these Dynamites, one of these special episodes of Dynamite, it's probably going to be Brody versus Cardona versus Scorpio Sky, a 3-way for the TNT title.
I'm down for a Brody versus Scorpio Sky feud.
Yeah, for sure. But for this match, I think it's going to be Dark Order.
Yeah, it's got to keep Brody Lee strong. Have him do some damage.
I think he jobbed out Cody.
Yeah. Fully jobbed him out, didn't he?
They kind of doing, bro. Brody should have a title match on the show. He should have a title match. I'm pretty sure if that was Cody who was still TNT champion, I bet you his ass wouldn't be in no tag team match.
Yeah. They could have done Brody Lee versus Dustin.
They could have did a Scorpio Sky
Lee
match
versus Matt Cardona. If they didn't want to do the Scorpio Sky match yet, they could have done those. And like I say, they could have done Scorpio Sky. But like you say, if it was Cody was still champion, damn great he was getting a title match to open the show.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
And then next up, we got the match I'm looking forward to the most, simply for the story. AEW Tag Team Championships, Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page, the champions, versus FTR.
I think Hangman throws the match.
Who is gonna turn? Is it gonna be Kenny Omega? Is it gonna be Hangman? Is neither of them gonna turn?
Matter of fact, real quick before we go to this one, I'm changing my pick for the Casino Battle Royal. Okay. I'm going Pat.
Yeah, I like it. That's a good shout. Good shout. I think the Young Bucks are going to they're going to super kick Adam Page, cost them the titles, and then after the match, everyone will think Kenny Omega is going to be mad with the Young Bucks, blah, 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 and then they'll all start beating down Hangman Page, and they'll have like a heel elite, like the original 3 as heels, possibly. Just don't turn on Hangman Page heel, whatever you do. Bring back the cleaner. Keep Adam Page as your top face.
Bro, Kenny Omega, he has not been the same to me. Like, he doesn't feel
that's why I think
like a big star at all, bro.
The cleaner has got that. He's just the
better. But do you remember like Kenny Omega in 2018, 2017?
Yeah, dog, so good, man.
He was like unreal. Like, people like it wasn't even a question when people would be like, "Who's the best wrestler in the world?" Everybody be like Kenny Omega. Yeah. Like, it wasn't even a question. Like, but now it's like he's just like another dude. It's crazy.
Yeah,
like he really is
the one to turn.
But like, he really is just another dude right now. But it's crazy. And he kind of been like that for a while.
Yeah, and I just think now's the time to turn him. But will they? I don't know. And I think him and Adam Page, by the way, could have some incredible matches if they were given, the time and the creativity and stuff. They could have some real good stuff.
Yeah, but I think FTR definitely about to get the titles.
Yeah, because I would imagine they're going to go to FTR versus the Bucks
at Full Gear.
Maybe, and then they're going to go to Hangman versus Kenny Omega. I just who's going to be like. So I kind of chop it and change my mind. Like part of me thinks turn Kenny Omega heel, bring back the cleaner, have Adam Page as one of your top baby faces, and then the other part of me thinks turn Adam Page heel, align him with FTR and like one other person and do like a little Horseman reboot. And I they're my two options at the moment. But we'll see. I'm really looking forward to finding out what they do, though. There's so many ways they can go. It's going to be incredible.
Yes, sir.
AEW Women's Championship.
Man, I am looking forward to this. This is like the most anticipated match for me on the card. Legit.
Versus NWA's Women's Champion, Thunder Rosa.
I'm amped for this because Thunder Rosa, bro, she already had a match of the year candidate. That match at Hard Times with Aleister K, bro. Dog, that legit is one of the best matches like of the year. Like it's not even a question. Like but you look at the women's matches that we had this year. Like this like match of the year candidates, bro. We got like 3. It's like Asuka and Sasha Banks at Extreme Rules. You got Deonna Purrazzo versus Jordan Grace at Slammiversary. You got Thunder Rosa, Aleister K at Hard Times, and I got like I really think I should like really lower my expectations for this match because I don't want to be disappointed. No, I'm saying because I don't want to be disappointed at all out. Like if it's not like what I think it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? And it's probably I know it's probably still gonna be a really good match, but I'm talking about like I'm expecting this shit to be like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah,
like that's what I'm expecting. I don't want to like fucking like throw myself out of the match if it's not what I think it's going to be.
Yeah, that's it. And then when you expect so much, and then it's only just
good, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly.
You get taken out of it.
Exactly.
Who's going to win?
Oh, man. Dude, I can't call it, bro. I can't. Like, I really wouldn't be surprised if they put the title on Thunder Rosa. Like, I really
think they might.
Because like
they need female stars, and a good way to establish her as being top tier, it would be for her to come in
and win the title, bro.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't. I really wouldn't be mad at it. And then
Sheeta can chase as well. Do you know?
Yeah, Sheeta can chase, bro. Like, but Sheeta ain't even been on TV.
Yeah, like I was gonna say she's never there.
But like, yeah, I can see that. And then like if Thunder Rosa wins the title, I'm like 100% sure we're gonna see Nick Aldis in the AEW. I'm 100%, 100%.
Like,
but they got their own show.
They might put Sheeta, might put Thunder Rosa over is because Sheeta's not on TV, so they never have the women's champion on TV.
I mean, she's Sheeta's there.
She is sometimes, but
she's there. No, I know what you're saying. I mean, like she's there, like she's at the show. Like they just don't like
do anything with it,
right?
Yeah, I suppose that's down to them, isn't it?
Who was the first AEW woman? It was Riho. Yeah, Jesus Christ, that's like so long ago.
They've botched the women's division real bad, I gotta say.
Riho over there, she putting that work in and Stardom though.
I bet she is. I bet she's having kick-ass matches. All sorts of stuff. I'm not looking forward to this next match, I gotta say. I'm not looking forward to it. I am not as excited as I thought I would have been if you told me about it a month ago. The Mimosa Mayhem match between Orange Cassidy and Christopher Jericho.
I'm ready for this shit to be over. This Jericho Cassidy, like dog, they are overexposing, or they did exactly what I knew they was gonna do with Orange Cassidy, bro. Like overexposing the man, bro. You gotta keep this man, like he's an attraction. Like he's legit an attraction. You cannot be having this man on TV every week, having him go crazy every week. Like, come on, bro.
So
like,
in the last 3 weeks, I've seen him flip out and run
exactly, dog. Like, come on, man.
The guys. Like before that, I'd seen it once.
Like do you remember? Do you remember when, like, when they first announced the match with him and Pac at Revolution, right? Dude, we hadn't seen Orange Cassidy get mad at anybody. Like he hadn't turned up on nobody, nothing. And we did not see that until Revolution. And then when it happened at Revolution, and then even in the match at Revolution, bro, like it took him at least 5 minutes to get fired up. And then when he did, the crowd fucking lost it. Like, they lost it. And then with this Chris Jericho shit, and like, just because I know Chris Jericho's involved in like the storyline, like storytelling aspect of it, I feel like I feel like he's trying to overexpose Orange Cassidy by trying to get him. Oh look, I'm Chris Jericho. I can get Orange Cassidy to get mad. Like, no, you are literally killing Orange Cassidy. Like,
Killing
and
his momentum.
yeah, but like, cause you overexposing it, bruh. Like, the whole thing about Orange Cassidy is like, he doesn't care. Why the fuck is he caring so much about Chris Jericho?
Yeah.
He should not care at all about Chris Jericho. Like,
yeah, it's frustrating. It's just really frustrating. I
mean, but either way, he's still a
win.
star. But like, he should win. If he don't win, then
There's something wrong.
yeah.
And then we have the main event, the crowning of a new AEW champion.
Yeah, it's time,
MJF
bro. It's time, bro.
His title.
It's time, bro. It's time.
I'm very disappointed if MJF doesn't win.
And I like Mox.
Yeah,
I think Mox has done a great job as champion during this COVID pandemic. I think he did a better job than Drew McIntyre. To be honest with you, I ain't even gonna lie to you. But like,
interesting takes.
Yeah, it sounds right there. Yeah, that's what I come on the podcast to do. Hot takes. But
damn,
I wouldn't be surprised if they put the title on MJ. I think they should. I think it's time, bro. Like,
yeah, they have to.
Like if you don't do it now, then when are you gonna do
it? Yeah, I would genuinely be disappointed if they don't put the title on MJF. I feel like it's the right time.
Well, but okay, let me tell you about that Drew McIntyre thing. I take that back.
Damn right.
I take that back. McIntyre has done very well. McIntyre has done very well. I'm not going.
Yeah, no, I can see what you're saying. Like, Mox has done very, very well in the pandemic era. I wouldn't say that doesn't mean, just because Mox has done very well doesn't mean, and he's done better than McIntyre.
Yeah, you're right.
McIntyre's done bad.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's basically what I meant.
I know, bro.
Yeah, edit that out.
Nah. Yeah, keep it in. I'm gonna edit it to make you look bad. It's just you slagging off Drew McIntyre.
For not giving me no WWE interviews.
Yeah, just like W over doing like a fake Scottish accent and stuff.
But yeah, I think MJF will win.
Yeah, I do too, and I think.
Did you see the little tease on Dynamite at the end of the show? Did you see that?
What, where he has the title?
No, when Wardlow picked up the title and he stared at it for like a good 3 seconds before he gave it to MJF.
Do you know though? I'd be on board to see Wardlow have a little feud with Mox. To be honest, after this.
Yeah, I would too.
I think that'd be quite cool,
bro. Like for real. Like I think that's the way it should go. I think MJF should win the title, and then Mox should feud with Wardlow. And I think Wardlow should get a big win over Mox.
Yeah, for sure. And then maybe slowly starts getting like ideas above his station, almost like from MJF's point of view, whereby he thinks because he beat Mox and he picks up a couple of other wins, he starts thinking, where's my title shot? Okay, so that's AEW Saturday tonight, really, because this is going to be going out on Saturday, just before the pay-per-view. I might try and get it out actually tomorrow morning, Saturday morning UK time to try.
I will retweet it, sir.
Yes, you will. Tell the people, Andrew, what you've got coming up, what you've had out this week, what they can check out, where they can find your stuff. You've got 30 seconds to tell them as much as you can. Go!
30 seconds?
Yeah, I don't know why I said 30 seconds.
Firstly, I want everybody to go subscribe to the ACE Podcast Nation YouTube channel. Go check it out on all your podcast feeds. And I want you to go put the clicks on the Andy Campbell Show. That's what I want everybody to do firstly. And go follow my guy Sai on Twitter. That's a good man right there. Good parent. Good guy right there. Still all my takes, but it's all good. I ain't holding no grudges against nobody. But you find me on Twitter at AD Thompson __. Check out the Andrew Thompson Interviews YouTube channel. I got a interview up with independent wrestler A.C.E Mac that I just put up before his title match this today for Action Wrestling, which is Friday. He's been the champion for 2 years, which is cool as hell. I've never seen an independent promotion give a title reign that long, other than Nick Gage. But yeah, that's just real cool. But yeah, and I got an interview coming out next Tuesday, and with a wrestling legend, I would say, and say a person said some really kind things about me that I'll post on Twitter the next day. So,
Excellent.
Yeah.
Look forward to them. Yeah, subscribe, youtube.com/Andrew Thompson interviews.
Custom URL.
Indeed, that's the best wrestling interviews around. Some real top guys, guys from all over the
spotlighting the independent scene, man.
Oh yeah, love it. I love it. You'll get to know some new names if you follow the independent scene already. Then you get to see some familiar names. But either way, they are great interviews, great content by a great man. And hopefully we'll be back next week to talk all-out results.
Definitely, I will be back. I am committing to the all-out review. I will be there.
Yeah, boy. That's what I like to hear. I enjoy it when my man, Mr. Thompson, is in the hazel.
And we can review NXT, AEW.
Yeah, there's lots going on this week, isn't there? And there's a cage match on NXT too, isn't there? Between Rhea Ripley and
Mercedes Martinez, yeah.
Oh, that's going to be good.
I can't believe the Robert Stone brand is actually getting over. I like it. I don't know why.
Yeah, there's something about it.
It's working now.
I don't know why I like it, but I like it. It's just one of those things. Yeah, guys, subscribe, youtube.com/ACE Podcast Nation. We try to put out a wrestling show every week on a Saturday, and we just talk about as much as we can in about an hour. I think we went a little bit over today, as just a little bit.
It was a good time.
It's always a good time. It's 99.9% of the time, it is me and Mr. Thompson keeping it real. Just a little teaser of the new logo. It's one of the Young Bucks. Which Young Buck is that? And
Matt. No, Nick. Wait, that's Matt. Yeah,
with the dark brown hair. You can see Bray Wyatt's arm just by there, and there's someone else who's in the middle.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about your 1 week champion,
AJ Styles. Oh, the Fiend. Yeah, heel Roman Reigns, bro. Ruins everything.
You knew that was coming, though.
Yeah, I was prepared, mate. I knew. I was alright with it as long as they didn't pin the Fiend, and they didn't. So, and they made him look like a monster before they pinned him as well.
Oh, I'm on the edge. Did you see the Braun Strowman Chronicle documentary?
No, I haven't yet. Is it good?
You see, he was talking about these things about committing suicide last year.
Oh yeah, I did read like a report or something about it.
Yeah, that was crazy, bro.
You never know what people are going through, mate.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's why I leave people alone. Shut the fuck up.
That's why I'd never understand people who like abuse people online and stuff and say shit like just fucked up. Just don't get it at all. Every time I've done a show, like I do shows on mental health in sport, where we talk to like athletes and stuff about, you know, the pressures of mental health in professional sport. And then I've also done shows on mental health where we'll select a certain mental health illness and I'll speak to like doctors or people who've got it. So we did like one on bipolar and schizophrenia and all these different types of illnesses. And you just don't know, man. You just don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Be kind to each other. Don't be a dick. That's my motto. Live by it. Don't be a dick. Until next week, I bid you farewell. Be kind.